All right. Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday and happy almost near 4th of July. Hope you guys are enjoying the warmer weather. Summer appears to finally be here. So, with that being said, make sure that you have water close by, especially if you are somewhere where it's a little bit warmer. Darby and I are safe. We have some shade. Don't worry about us, but we do also have our water in case we need it. For today's class, if you missed my earlier message, please grab a chair because we're going to need it for our exercises today. We're going to start with some cardio. We'll do a round of 6 different exercises for 30 seconds. We'll get 10 seconds of rest in between, and we're going to run through that a total of 3 times. I'll go through them shortly. And then we're going to go into a balance section, and then, of course, we'll do our cool down. So probably some new exercises that we haven't seen in a little bit. So thank you for joining us. And I'm Corey. I'm a physical therapist here with UCSD, and then I also have Darby helping with today's class. She is going to be providing the modifications to a seated version if you need them. Since we are doing balance today, a lot of it is going to be in standing. So if that's something that you are unable to do, please find our other recorded sessions to find something that better fits your needs. All right, so just to show you quickly what our first set of exercises is going to look like. The first one is going to be a punch and a forward step. So we're going to alternate. I'm going to angle myself so you can see. So I'm stepping with the opposite that I'm punching with. If you need an advancement, I want you to try to add a little hop. But if that's too difficult, just the stepping out is fine. And again, Darby's doing it in sitting. The next one we're going to do is a squat and then coming up big. If you want something a little bit more advanced, you can add a little hop into your opening. Darby's also doing the sitting version, and you could also change it if that's still too difficult. We can just do a big step out like so. Next one, we're going to work on butt kicks. So you are going to try to get that heel to your rear end. As you're doing so, we're going to extend our arms, trying to make kind of a powerful extension. Next one, we are going to tap our knees with our opposite hand, and then you're going to try to tap your ankles. So we're alternating between sides and then between targets. The fifth one we are going to do is a squat and then coming up onto your tiptoes. So again, it's here. If you, again, want something a little bit more advanced, you can add that full jump. And then the last one is a step out and then clap, hands out, clap. Okay, so we'll go through all of those again, but I just wanted to give you a quick preview. So I'm going to start our timer, and we're going to start in 6 seconds, and we're going to start with those scissor steps and punches. So again, keep going. We're going to go for 30 seconds. You can start gradual, and then as you get warmed up, you can go a little bit faster. We're already halfway through. Again, you can add hop. That's hard. All right, take a 10-second rest, and we're going to move into our squat with our big arms. All right, here we go. And if you can't squat down as far as I am, that's okay. You can just do a smaller movement, but still moving those arms up nice and big, already halfway. All right, next one are our butt kicks and our elbow extension. If it's too hard, To coordinate both of them, you can focus on just the elbows kind of exploding out or just the butt kicks. Okay, next we're moving to our knee and foot taps. Again, if that's too challenging, you could just do marching. You can also, if you can't quite reach your heels, you can just reach for, your calf, something like that. Doesn't have to be exact, but hopefully, as you get going, you'll warm up to that. If you need a chair to help with your balance, and again, just do the marching, use it. All right, and rest. Next, we're moving to our squat with that heel raise. So coming up. Here we go. Halfway through already, keep it going. All right, take a little break, and then we're gonna finish with our step out, clap, step out, clap. Okay, here we go. 30 more seconds, and then we get a minute rest. Halfway through, keep it up. All right, now we're gonna rest for a minute. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. You do the same if you need to. And then we're gonna repeat those again for a second time. And this time, if you felt like that was easy, I want to push you to try to move a little bit faster. If you felt like it was too hard, then keep going, keep trying. Use the chair if you need to for your balance. And if you thought it was just right, then keep going. We got 20-ish seconds of rest, and we'll start it up again. Darby's ready to go. All right, so we're gonna start back with those punches and opposite steps. Again, add that jump if you feel like you need to. Halfway through already. And if you lose it, just start over. All right, take a rest, and then we're gonna go into those squats with those big arms coming out. Okay, here we go. Halfway through. All right, take a little rest, and we're moving into our butt kicks and our elbow extensions. Here we go. And I really want you to think about maybe pulling like ropes or elastic bands, something. You're really trying to get some effort as you're extending those elbows down. like you're skiing. Good work, keep it up. All right, rest, and then we are going to move into our cross body taps. Whew, deep breath. Here we go. So we're going from knees to heels. If it's too hard, stay with just your knees or pick a different target. Halfway through. Okay, and rest. And then we're going to go into our squats. We're coming up onto those tiptoes, like, or you're jumping. Good job, everyone. Keep it up. All right, and rest. And then our last one is that step out and clap. Then we'll get another minute for a rest break. And go. Oops. Darby and I got to work on our choreography a little bit. Halfway through. All right, and rest. We have 1 minute of rest, and then we'll finish with our last round. Good job. Keep hanging in there. Get a sip of water if you need. You can sit, take a little rest break if you need. Or if you want to just keep your heart rate up, you can walk back and forth or march in place, kind of how I'm doing. Just trying to keep the blood flowing while we take a rest break. $20 more seconds to rest. All right, we're gonna get started again with our punches. And this is our last round of our cardio. So give it your all. Even add some jumps. All right, take a little rest break and we'll move into our squat. Big arms coming up. Here we go. Halfway through. All right, take a little rest. Next is our butt kicks and our elbow pulls. And go ahead. Halfway through. All right, take a rest, and then we're gonna move into our knee taps, knee heel taps. Go. Halfway through. All right, take a little rest. We got our squat going up into that heel raise. Here we go. Halfway through. Keep going. You got 15 more seconds. All right, take a rest. And then our last one is going to be our step and clap. Give myself a little more room. Okay, big step, clap. This is our last cardio exercise for the day. Halfway through already. All right. We completed our cardio warm up. Great job, everyone. I'll set this aside. Go ahead and grab a drink of water or a rest break if you need. And we will move on to our next section, which is going to involve our chair. So I'll give you a minute or so to get your chair handy. I'm closer. I want you to be able to see my feet. Okay. So to start, we're just going to do a basic sit to stand how we usually do, right? You go to stand up. But now I want you to immediately take a step forward. You'll bring it back, and then we're going to sit down. So again, this is something that you do every day, right? You're gonna stand up from the chair. You can use the hand rest if you need. So come up, take that first step, come back. Make sure you line your hips back up by touching the handles if you have them, or even down at the seat so you know where you're landing. Okay, so we're gonna repeat that 10 times on one leg and then 10 times on the other leg. Okay, so here we go. So stand up, step forward, come back, line up, sit. If you need another chair or even to reposition your chair next to like a wall or something for stability, please do. Up, step. That's 2. And this doesn't have to be fast. 3. So go at your own pace. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Right? Okay. So we'll pause. And now we're going to try it with the opposite leg. So see how this feels. It might feel a little bit easier. It might feel a little bit harder. It might feel the exact same. You'll just have to see. Okay, so here we go. Up, step, back, down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did an extra, won't hurt us. Okay, let's rest a second, maybe for a minute, and then we'll repeat the same thing again. So we're gonna do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. So give your legs a break. We're doing a lot of sit to stands today. Again, if you find yourself doing this and as you take that step, you're kind of losing your balance or falling over, something like that, try to go a little bit slower. Again, Darby and I are just here to kind of show you the exercises. But for this one, since we're working on your balance, I'm okay if you move a little bit slower than what you want to do or would normally do. All right, here we go. So up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we will pause a second and then we're going to go with the other foot. All right, here we go. So up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so go ahead and take a little rest break. Did that session or did that second set go a little bit better? Hopefully it did, because again, this is a very functional movement that we all do every single day. So with that being said, we're gonna do some more. Okay, so what I want you to do this time is you are going to you're gonna stand, and as you step, you're going to step as if you're turning, but you're not moving that other foot. You're just moving the initial foot, if that makes sense. So again, I'm standing up, I'm taking a step as I'm going to go that direction, and then I'm gonna come back, okay? So this time we're gonna do 5. So we'll do 5 with that initial opening turn, and then we're gonna repeat on the same leg, 5, but now I'm going the other way. This is going to be a little less common than going towards that stepping side, but again, we do it every day, probably multiple times a day. So if somebody called your name from over this direction, I'm standing up, oh, I gotta step and move that way, okay? So again, I'll kind of show you. So let's stand up, step, turn, that's 1, come back, sit, stand, step, back, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now you're still gonna be stepping with that same foot, but stepping the opposite direction. So we'll stand, 1, and back. Might feel a little less stable this way. 2, 3, 5. Okay, so we'll sit, we'll pause, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite leg. Give yourself a second. Your legs might be tired after these today. We're doing a lot. Okay, so now I want you to stand up, step, back. That's 1. Up, step, 2. Step, 3. Up, step, 4. Step, 5. Oops, I did an extra 6. I was going to 10. I forgot. Now we got to switch and turn the opposite. So I'm going to be turning towards Darby. Up. Step 1. I'll remember this time. 2. 3. 4. Last one. 5. Good job. Okay. You can sit a second, give your legs a break, but that would definitely be something, again, to just be aware of in your everyday when you go to stand up. Again, moving a little bit slower to help improve your balance, or incorporating this exercise into your home exercise routine if this is something you have a lot of difficulty with. Okay, so we'll stand up. We'll still keep our chair. Probably for this exercise, you could have it in front of you if you need to for balance. I'm going to set mine aside so you guys can see what we're doing. So I want you to stand with those feet together. Having it a little bit more narrow is going to be more challenging on your balance. If that is too challenging for you, then just leave a little bit of a space. I want you to be balanced during this activity, but again, I want you to be working on your balance. So try to find that happy medium. And what we're going to do is we're going to do one arm at a time, and we're going to bring that arm up, and your thumb's going to be up just for your shoulder. Then we're going to go out kind of on a 45-degree angle, and then we're going to go out to the side, okay? And then we're going to repeat that on the other side. So straight in front, out on a diagonal, reaching as high as you can, and then coming up. So that's 1. We're going to do 5. Forward, out, reaching up nice and tall, forward, diagonal, and out. That's 2. Out, forward, diagonal, out. That's 3. Diagonal, out, diagonal, and all the way out. Good. Last one. Forward, reaching up high, diagonal, out, forward, diagonal, out. Very good. Okay, next, if you can, I want you to put one foot in front of the other. If we know that that's already a challenging position for you to be in, then you can leave a little bit of space in between those 2 feet, but still having one in front of the other. You could also have them a little bit closer, but not offset as much. So again, find a position that's challenging, but that you're still able to keep your balance. And you can have your wall or your chair handy if you need it. And we're going to do arm circles. So we're going to go 10, and we're going to go forward. Let's just make them kind of medium size. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then let's go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very good. Now we need to switch our feet. So the foot you had in the back is now going to be in the front. All right, and we'll go back into our arm circles. We're going to do 10 medium-sized forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Shake those arms out. Okay, we're gonna work on some weight shifting next. This one, again, chair in front of you. If you need it for your balance, it would be a good idea if you have difficulty with it. But what we're gonna do is we're going to weight shift. But we're really gonna weight shift. So thinking about like rocking a boat. So you're kind of all one boat. So that is different than this. And I hope you guys can all see that, right? So this, I'm just kicking my leg out side to side. This, and you can see how Darby's demonstrating, we're getting our body weight completely over onto that side. You don't have to tip that far, but you get the idea. If that's challenging, I want you to use your chair and really feel what it feels like to get your weight shifted over and still keeping your balance, okay? Okay, let's try to do 10. So shift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're gonna rest a second, and then we're gonna repeat that again. It is kind of like a penguin or a duck. A little bit of a waddle. Okay, let's do that exercise again. So really weight shift. 1, oop, don't fall over like I almost did. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and now after that, we're gonna go into turning, okay? I was gonna put this with sit to stands, but we'll give our legs a break. So with that same idea, right? So we just tipped and kind of waddled, like Darby said, like a penguin. But now you can add that with a turn, because that's where people have difficulty making those turning 360 movements, okay? So let's just try it first. So I want you to turn around in a circle. I'm gonna go to the right and see how many steps you can do that in. So normal, especially in Parkinson's disease, is around 6 steps. So if you are taking more steps than that to complete that circle, I want you to try to add in that weight shifting we just practiced. So really shifting, getting your weight over to clear your foot. You can still add kind of that marching motion, but that's gonna help you bring your feet around much smoother and hopefully in less steps. So let's try it again. Let's see if you can get your steps up and around. Think about your weight shift. Try to do it in 6 steps or less. Good. Okay, let's go the other way. So really weight shifting and stepping. Good, we'll pause, make sure no one's dizzy. And then we're gonna go back around to the left again. Okay, very good. Now we're gonna move into our cool down. So I wanna start with a calf stretch. So if you have your chair handy, you're gonna bring one foot back, have one foot forward, and then stretching that back calf. And we're gonna hold for about 30 seconds. Yep, Darby's gonna be doing the same thing, just in sitting. And keep holding, really thinking about keeping that heel back and flat. Okay, and then let's switch. You can also use a wall or something too, wherever you are. Okay, and then let's switch again. We'll do one more stretch each leg. Okay, and then switch. All right. And then since our quads did a lot of work today, we can stretch those in two different ways. So if you're standing and are able, you can grab onto your heel, your foot like so, trying to stretch out your thigh. If not, you can kind of do what Darby's doing, and we can sit. You'll have one leg down, and then you can also add a reach to get a little bit more if you need. We're going to hold this for about 30. Sorry, had a pop up. Keep on holding. Okay, and then let's switch sides. You might shift over in your chair a little bit. Depending on how tight your quads or your hips are, you could feel this probably all the way up into your abdomen. Okay, and then we're gonna switch. Do it one more time, each side. All right, and last one on the other side. Okay. And then kind of reposition if you were on the chair. Turn again. All right. And then next thing we're going to do is I want you to reach up high with one hand, and you're going to reach back with the other. Actually, let's have palms forward. So you're going to be kind of pushing opposite and really stretching. So thinking about bringing this shoulder down, this shoulder back. All right. And then we're going to switch. Sit up nice and tall. Good. And we'll switch again. All right, and other side. Okay, bring those arms down. Now we're gonna go into kind of that no money position. So going out, palms up, again, squeezing those shoulder blades kind of down and together, opening up your chest. Okay. We'll let them come in, and we can go back out. Do one more time. Okay, and then the last one I want you to do is I want you to reach up. Your hands or your palms are going to be facing your body, and then as you come up, we're trying to get those the back of your hands together. And hold. Good upright posture. Come back down. That's one. We'll do 5. So just coming up. Good reach. That's 2. 3. 4. Last one. 5. All right. Well, that is it for today. Nice job, everyone. Thank you for joining, as always. Appreciate it.